I'm Justin Ralph.
I'm Corey Blair.
And we are the Cinnamon.
Today is Monday, which means it's time for some movie news. We got some updates on the Hunger Games series.
The new trailer for Monsters University.
Jennifer Lawrence, Bradley Cooper, added again in a new movie.
Spielberg's Lincoln could be coming to a school near you.
John Goodman in the Hangover 3. All of that here
on the Cinnamon.
It is Monday, February 18th, which only means one thing. Right here on the Cinema Channel, your latest movie news. How about we
bust into these stories?
Theoretically open up the Cinema newspaper.
Let's open it up.
In our first story, we have some more news about the Hangover Part 3. John Goodman is going to be in this movie. There's been some rumors in the past couple of months that he was going to be in it, but it's all but official now. John Goodman will be in the movie.
I have to say, this is a sign of life for this film. This adds some potential onto the movie.
It can't be any worse than the Hangover Part 2.
Didn't even watch it.
That's for sure. You don't even have to watch it. You can take my word for it. It can't get any worse than Hangover Part 2. And plus we got the return of Ken Jeong. We talked about that. And now you got John Goodman added to the cast. So maybe it has some potential to be funny.
I know you love John Goodman. Everyone loves John Goodman.
He's a funny guy.
He's the man. I love John Goodman. I really do. This makes me want to watch it.
John Goodman made an appearance on Jimmy Fallon and said that his character is going to be a guy who likes to kill people who wears a tracksuit. But he also went on to say, more importantly, I think, that he thinks this movie is going to be a lot different from the previous two and is insanely funny.
Let's hope he's not just saying that to make some money. I mean, I have so much faith and trust in John Goodman, but we have to remember he was in the Flintstones.
Yabba dabba doo.
Yabba dabba. Don't.
I really hope it's funny because I really did like the first one. As much as I dissed the second one, the first one
The first one was awesome.
really was funny, but that's all we got on that is John Goodman will be a part of the Hangover 3. I know there's a lot of Hangover fans out there keeping you posted. Alright, just a little bit of Hunger Games news because, you know, I'm a little bit of a fanboy and I read that the script for the Mockingjay, the first one, has been completed.
They're breaking up the last two?
The last one? Yeah, the last movie is going to be broke up into two parts.
Of course it is.
Yeah, that's like the cool thing to do in Hollywood these days, I guess. But I don't really.
It's not that long, is it?
It's not.
That's ridiculous.
I've read all 3 books, and if they are going to split any of these books into 2, they need to do Catching Fire with 2 because I think that one is the one, if they're going to do it, deserves to be split into 2. And then the third one, Mockingjay, just have a big finale. But splitting Mockingjay into 2 parts, I don't know how it's going to make any sense.
I'm mad.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid. Like, what's wrong with having just a normal...
That's the Hollywood trend now.
Yeah, what's wrong with just having a normal trilogy these days? Is it so hard? Is it that hard? That's one of the reasons I wanted to talk about this, too, is just talk about how I just think it's totally unnecessary for Mockingjay to be in 2 parts. And I actually think it might end up harming the movie overall, honestly, because I can't see what they could do with 2 parts of that movie without making it, like, entertaining the whole way throughout. But that's just me.
I mean, I did kind of like it when Harry Potter did it. It was alright.
Yeah, but I haven't read the Harry Potter book, so I don't know, like, how much action actually happened in that book or what they can do here. But all I'm saying is, you know, I'm not going to doubt it, though, because, as I said, I'm a Hunger Games fanboy. And so Catching Fire, that comes out November 22nd, and then the other 2 coming out each November afterwards. So that's something to look forward to if you're a Hunger Games fan.
Breaking up a book into 2 movies is kind of a double-edged sword because, I mean, part of you wants to think that, I mean, I'm excited because it's not going to be over as soon.
Yeah.
And I'll have more material to watch. And then the other half's they're just trying to make money. You're just trying to make money off of me. But I don't know. If they can do it, more power to you.
But is it necessary? I guess we'll find.
Don't Laffy Taffy it. I've never used that term before in my life.
Shake that Laffy Taffy. That Laffy Taffy.
So David O. Russell's at it again, and he has stacked himself up just one hell of a cast. You have Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence added again working together, but then you add on Amy Adams, Christian Bale, Jeremy Renner. If that's not loaded, I don't know what is. That's ridiculous.
It should be a good movie, but it kind of reminds me of how a movie earlier this year had a stacked cast, and that didn't turn out so well. I'm talking about Gangster Squad.
I forgot that even came in. Every one of these actors are Oscar nominees. I mean, Oscar winners.
A lot of details aren't out about the movie, but it was just exciting to know that all these actors coming together. David O. Russell, to possibly make some magic on the big screen for our entertainment, for your entertainment, for the world's entertainment.
I look forward to it. In the future.
Some more silver linings.
Seeing some stills, some trailers.
Stills, trailers, info, plotlines, synopsises. Is that a word? Synopsi?
The movie we've all been waiting for, Monsters University. The trailer debuted, and what is there to say about it?
It looks absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely amazing.
Like, when I first heard the sequel's coming out, I was like, yes!
And then they were just like, oh, well, you're going to have to wait like 4 years.
Yeah, we're going to put out Cars 2 first before we come out with a Monsters, Inc. sequel. Like, what was that about? Pixar, Cars 2. If you have not seen the trailer, I suggest you go watch it as soon as
go watch it.
As soon as you get done watching this video, go check it out, because I know you're a Monsters, Inc. fan, because
we've been waiting for how long? It's been like it's been more than a decade, hasn't it? Did it come out in 2001?
It's been way too long.
I mean, I was just a kid.
Just a kid, and here we are, getting the prequel, them going to college, the scare school, stuff like, you know, it's going to be a good movie, and there's no way it's not going to be a good movie.
I'm so excited. Because Monsters, Inc.'s always been my favorite, deep down, my personal favorite animated film, and I just, oh man.
It's going to be a treat to see Monsters, Inc. on the big screen. Just seeing it again at all is going to be fantastic.
Doesn't it feel like we're kind of going back too?
Yeah, it feels like maybe...
Like we're going back in time, just like they're going back.
Maybe,
I don't know.
Maybe that's the aim here. The people that watched it back in the day, they're in college now. We're all relating here. I like it, Pixar.
I love it.
I like it a lot. June 21st, 2013, release date for Monsters University. Gonna be a good day.
It's gonna be a great day. Go back and relive your childhood.
Go watch the trailer if you haven't yet. Go back and watch Monsters, Inc. Get excited for it. Our next story, Steven Spielberg, director of the big hit last year, Lincoln, is apparently going to be giving copies of his movie out to, it seems like, every middle and high school, public or private, in the United States.
Awesome.
That is awesome.
I wish I could go back in school and watch it. And I think it's strategic, too, because, I mean, these kids growing up are going to be thinking, every time they think of Lincoln or they're taught Lincoln, they're going to think of Steven Spielberg's Lincoln.
You're just not only teaching kids about Abraham Lincoln, you're teaching kids about good movies.
You are.
And that's just a brighter America.
I mean, from now on, kids are going to think of Daniel Day-Lewis as Lincoln. Like, anytime they think of Lincoln, Daniel Day-Lewis.
A way to get the kids excited about history again, because what's more fun than going into class and say, guess what? Movie time! Going to be watching Lincoln, starring Daniel Day-Lewis, directed by Steven Spielberg. Everybody's like, yeah! At least that's what I would be doing.
I would be extremely happy. If you're in school, you don't want to see one of these History Channel Snorefest Lincoln documentaries, or come on.
You want to see
Steven Spielberg's Lincoln, and you will, because it's going to be coming to a school near you for free.
Good job, Steven Spielberg. That's all I got to say.
4 and like 1 billion copies of Lincoln later.
I like it. That was our news for this February 18th edition right here on The Cinnamon. What did you think about the news stories? Leave some comments below. Tell us everything you thought.
And make sure to like the video, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook. Go to the website.
CinnamonReviews.com. Also, merchandise. You see it every video now. Buy these shirts. They're pretty cheap on there, honestly. Support The Cinnamon. I'm Corey Blair.
I'm Justin Ralliff.
And we are The Cinnamon. Remember, every Monday, right here on The Cinnamon channel, your latest movie news from The Cinnamon. Because that's who we are.
That's what we do.
Oh!
You missed.